2, 1!
The Great Christmas Light Fight is on! Ho, ho, ho!
Hey everybody, how are you? And welcome to an impromptu live from Brian Michael, your librarian, your resource for everything related to the Great Christmas Light Fight. And I'm here with an important announcement that is starting to leak out on the internet. So I figured I better address it as your resource for the Great Christmas Light Fight. And I've got some breaking news to share with you, my audience of the librarian. Folks, the librarian is unexpectedly in and unplanned, joining you with some news that I know is leaking out there, and it's Christmas related news and it's Christmas Light Fight related news, and unfortunately, it's not good news. So I've had many people reaching out to me, and if you haven't heard, season 14 of the Great Christmas Light Fight, which was talked about being filmed this summer and paused last year, has been officially postponed or canceled for 2026. Now, the news is just leaking out. We're trying to get more details. We don't know if this is a permanent cancellation, meaning the show will not come back, but I do have a copy of the notice that went out to potential light fighters, and it leaves some openness about potentially liking to see the show come back. I'll share a copy of that here because it is leaking out there publicly. But I see people are joining me in despite being busy at work or wrapping up their day. And I want to hear your comments about the news. I want to hear if you've received notice about the news. I want to talk about your favorite memories of the show. And I also want to talk about what can we do to get ABC or another network to bring this show back, maybe a streaming network. I'm sure there'll be a lot of things we can do to talk to Felicia Aaron White, the executive producer, and the casting team to find out what the future is. We're going to have to wait to get those connections. And I know this is sad news. It's breaking news. And I've had, again, tons of people reaching out to me. Put it in the comments. I want to start bringing people in. And if anybody wants to come live with me and talk about something they've heard, I'll gladly join you in. Just put a note in the comments and I'll try to do that, and we'll facilitate it. But if you didn't see the news, I'll show you some copies. Let's pop it up there. Let's read the notice that went out to those in the community that were applying for season 14. And some people got it that were not necessarily applicants. But this is it. It says, hello, former light fighters and applicants. After some difficult deliberation, it has been decided not to proceed with the filming of the Great Christmas Light Fight for this year. The show remains a favorite among all involved, and there is a desire to return the series someday. So that's good news. That's good news, potentially. We are incredibly proud of the Great Christmas Light Fight and the community it has created over the past 13 jolly years. We hope you continue to decorate for your homes, for your family and neighbors. Please continue capturing beautiful horizontal footage of your displays for your archives. And if the time comes, you'll be ready to apply for a new season. May the spirit of Light Fight shine bright until we meet again, hopefully soon. And it came from Kristen Moss, the casting director. So this leaked out, gotten several versions of it already. I'll show a few here. They're all the same, just it's really sad news. Another copy, same thing, just coming out from people sharing it with me. And then if many of you follow the casting team out there on the internet or on Facebook or Instagram, you know, even AJ did put out there a hint about the cancellation. So it's becoming public. I know they weren't asked to talk about it, but it's out there. Emails are going around, messaging's going around, posting's going around. And I want to know how you feel. I'm going to check in on the comments here in one moment. My mouse is dying, of course. No, not another death. Light Fight, and now my mouse. Ugh. Anyway, I thought I'd be talking to you on Friday or Saturday about the East Coast Christmas show when my friend Charlie Byers is coming here to the Philadelphia, PA area. We're going to do a live together, maybe multiple, maybe at the show, but definitely, hopefully right here in the library. You'll see me and Charlie. He'll be right here next to me. But let's check on the comments and let's talk about this impromptu live from the librarian, your great Christmas light fight resource. And I know others have shared it, but I wanted to share it so it got out there to a greater community and we could talk about it together. We're all grieving. We're all grieving. Man, there's a lot of comments coming in. Let me see what I got going on here. And by the way, Felicia Aaron White, if you're watching, or Kristen Moss, or AJ, or Christine Mayorga, any of the light fight team, I hope you're not upset that we're bringing the news. We're just trying to make sure everybody's aware and that they understand this was probably a difficult decision. But it's very upsetting, not only to those that were so close to getting on this year, but to many past contenders on light fight. Oh no, I'm getting a phone call. I'll have to check that later. Folks, really, really feel sad about this happening. Let me check on the comments and we'll see what folks are thinking. Look at this. We got, I might have to do this. Got Candace joining. Winners from last year. Sad news. Glad we're able to experience the taping. I feel so bad for all those who were in process of applying. My heart goes out to the team too. They're all amazing people. They are. They are amazing people. Felicia's an amazing person. That's who was just calling me, by the way. Don't know if I should answer that while live, but I will. I'll call her back. Maybe I'll play a video and go call her back, and maybe I can bring her on. We'll see. Who else do we got joining here? We got Lone Star Christmas, the Mox joining. Say it ain't so. So sad. Oh, it is, Patrick. It is sad. Who else do we got doing? Lights on Trotters joining. Aaron Grimes was planning on trying to get on the show and deserves to be on the show. He's joining. Oh no, we got Mike Horn joining, another winner from last year on his birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. I wish I was bringing you a better present, but it's not. It's not. By the way, are you coming to East Coast? I'll hug you. If you're coming, you can hug me back. We had another hopeful that was joining. Brandon Reaver, sad, sad day. So close to getting on the show and deserves to be on that show. Many deserve to be on the show. Oh, what else do we got going on? The youngest light fight champion ever joining, Jordan Maywald. Jordan Maywald, honor being part of the show. Keep those displays shining bright. Hey, we saw hope in the email that it might come back. Maybe different network. Let's see what time. Maybe we get to fill a petition out. Let's find out. Who else do we got joining? We got the Slankards joining. I don't know why I have such a delay here. I thought it was my mouse. Robert and Lori Slankards is here, and I know they're sad. I know they're sad. Who else do we got? We got Stephen Griswold Witchberg joining us again. He was so sad he didn't know what to type in the box. He's speechless. Although he came back and said, it's a sad day. Oh no. Got Michelle Cracklow joining us. Another past contestant as well. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, but I'm glad you're listening and joining in with us. Oh no. We got Jamie Schaefer from the casting team joining us. Many of you have worked with Jamie to get on the show and have built a relationship and had him at your minis and so forth. We're sorry. We know this. Not only does this impact those that enjoy or fans of the show and want to be on the show or been on the show, but we know deeper that there's a lot of employees that have been with the show a long time. And our heart goes out to you, Jamie, and AJ and all the other team out there. Sorry to hear. What else we got Candace saying? Oh, happy birthday to Mike. Yes, everybody, happy birthday to Mike. It was somebody else's birthday. It was Mike's and somebody else's in the lighting community's birthday on the same day. I can't remember who. Sorry. Jamie, Brandon wants to say, thank you for your help with all the technical stuff he needed. Yes. Oh no, we got Ron Howard joining, another past light fighter. We have smart people in the hobby who can make a virtual light fight show. I like it. There's got to be ways to put this on there. I wonder what Felicia wanted. I'm so tempted to call her while I'm live on here, but probably not appropriate. Maybe I'll text her and see maybe she'll come on. We'll see. Who else do we got joining? Ryan P. Realwhite. By the way, if I'm starting, I apologize. Hello from Utah. So sad. I know you've been doing a lot of builds, and I assume trying to or would like to be on the show. Very tough. Very tough. Who else do we got joining? Mike Wilwan, maybe going Canadian. I don't know you, Mike, but if it goes Canadian, as long as I can stream it, I want to see it. Oh no, we even got, oh, that's the other birthday. It's Audrey's birthday today. Audrey, thank you for reminding me, Ken. Happy birthday, Audrey. I sent you a message. What's this? Mike Gardner, no, never got my chance to get on the show. Been working towards my display each year. It is sad. It is sad, Mike. Thanks for joining, Mike. And I know Daniel Allison be surprised to hear the news as well. Deltaville Lights. Oh no, so sad he was going to get on the show. Maybe I can get some news here. Let's see what I can find out. I'm going to text Felicia and see if I can call her. Bear with me 1 second. Get your comments in. Hit like, hit subscribe. Hang in there. We're going to talk more. We got a lot of people joining in. I wish my show was more popular for my other episodes as this one is, and it's getting there, but I know this one touches near the heart. Bear with me. I'm going to send Felicia a message. Saw you called. Let's see if she replies to my text message. I don't want to put her on the spot. I'm hoping she's not calling because she saw me go live and saying, what are you doing? But it's out there. The news is out there. Florida Mega Minis joining in. So lucky to have them before the news came out. Yes, we had Tanya and Felicia out there. And hey, there's still a lot of opportunity. Even if the show does go away and permanently, there's still a lot of history I plan on bringing forward. And there's still opportunities to do things at minis and events that can feature Light Fight about what it was like or how it inspired you or things of that nature or pros, cons, whatever. Who else we got joining? We got William Morris. Brian Michael, do you know if they have groups filmed for this season that may air? No, they do not. So normally if you missed the news last year, they postponed the filming where they film a year in advance. And they were going to do it this summer. Well, casting, we've been wondering, there should be news coming out about this casting if it was going to film earlier this year. And it was about that time. And I ironically was going to message Felicia just to say, hey, are there any updates I can share? And then this news broke today. So nobody was filmed. There is nothing in the can air unless they do like a look back episode, which by the way, I was hoping, I was hoping the show would go on forever, but I know there's got to be an end sometime, but I was hoping there'd be another all-star special for recapping 10 through 15. And I know many others would have liked that as well. Man, there's so many comments saying I can't keep up. I need an assistant. Hey, Tom and Cindy, see you on the Mini at Sea again soon, but they didn't plan to apply, but they liked enjoying the show. And that's the thing. Maybe you didn't want to be on the show, but you liked watching it. Yeah, we really need to see if we can somehow, we tried to get the ratings up last year. They stayed about the same, went down a little bit from what I saw in the data I found. And I don't know. Colin, see you're joining. Sad news to stay. Feeling bad for everybody. Hoping the door is open for it to return. I hope so too. If you look at that notice again, it does say, hey, maybe. But again, at the end of the day, that comes down to the network executives, specifically ABC. I believe they own the show. So who knows? Oh, we got Jordan Blaze Sharp joining. I just saw him at the Music City Lighting Summit. Sad, surprising day it is. We got Bobby, who's running the New York Mini in May 30th, hoping to get up there. It's going to be close. Hopes to see some of us there. Some of us, let's go. Let's get together at these minis. By the way, hope the Southwest Lighting Mini was awesome this past weekend. I hope the Minnesota Mini was lighting. I hope the Michigan Mini. I saw very few pictures, so post those pictures. Advertise for your Mini. We want to see them. What else do we got? Who's going to East Coast? Let's change the topic because we can all hug it out. Who's going to East Coast this weekend. I'll be there. I told you Charlie Byers will be here and next to me wearing his HO3 hat. And if you haven't seen my post, by the way, I'm pretty clever. Who cares about Michael Myers at a Halloween show when you got Michael Byers? That's right. Brian Michael, Charlie Byers. Anyway, what do we got here? Brandon, you're calling out. Felicia, if you're watching, Brandon says, just make the call live. I wanted to take the call. I'm tempted to dial you back and see if you'll join in. Hey, for what it's worth, petitions do work. You know, I know some folks in Hollywood, and petitions have helped shows get back. So I'm all for leading the petition. I don't know if there's any legal format or anything we needed to put together, but I can certainly do that. And I need people to sign it if we do that. What else we got here in comments? Apologize if I'm jumping around. Devin Blanchard's joining in. Hey, Devin, I heard you weren't feeling well, but I hope you're feeling better. Thanks for joining in. And sorry to be sharing this news. Man, I got some new, right? Look at this. Light Fight Love. Lisa Sablick joining in. Winners of Light Fight from South Florida. And good friends. They've been to my display, I've been to their displays. I know, it's so sad. And we got to sign a petition. We got to bring Light Fight back. Speaking of Florida, Dave Castle is joining in. Does this mean our trophies are worth more now that they're discontinued? Hey, for those fortunate enough to have them, never sell them. I don't care how much it's worth. Although I guess never say never, right? The right offer, the right offer to get it in the Christmas Museum could happen, right? Who else we got joining? We got Fred Huckster joining us from Florida. Sucks. And Tom Stalling won't be able to redeem himself. I know, he deserved a win too. Everybody deserves a win on there. Devin's at a loss. Why such the delay here? Devin's such a I'm at a loss. Yeah, and you've been in the hospital 3 days. I heard. Hope you're feeling better, and catch us up when you are. The Southwest Holiday Lighting Experience or Enthusiasts, I forget all the acronyms, was great. They had a great GCLF panel round cable discussion. See, that's one of the things that we're trying to keep going. I know Christmas Expo is coming up and there's plans for a round table there. Hopefully it still could happen. It still could happen, even though the show's not going on. I hope it does. What else do we got joining here? Thanks for joining in, Ron. Russell McFarland, sad day, but none of us ever started doing this stuff just because of TV show. That's very true. And I do want to make sure that comes out. Most of us that have been on the show or trying to get on the show, we don't do our displays for that. We do it for our community. And that recognition in the community has led to, hey, why don't you share this with a greater audience besides your local community? So yeah, definitely keep on shining for your communities. And good point to point out, Russell. By the way, going to see you at East Coast. What else do we got here? Brad Lunar joining. He held Lisa's Castles. Before he held his trophy when he won last year, he held all these other ones. So I did the same thing. The year we aired, I held, I'm drawing a blank, in Arizona. Why am I drawing a blank? The Holiday Outlaws. I held their trophy and everybody said, hey, you won. It's like, no, that was their trophy. It was true. And I lied. I said I never held a trophy before, but I did. Felicia didn't get back to me. I'm afraid to dial her. Anyway, what's Candace? Karen Lee says, yeah, autocorrect. Got it. We know what you meant. Hey, we got Giatano joining us again. He just heard, and he was an alternate for the show, waiting to get on. So I mean, that's got to be tough to know you were so close, and now you don't know. Well, let's cross fingers. Petition. We're going to start a petition, and we'll get that updated. Oh, who else we got here? Oh, I see some new ones. Deltaville Lights. Look at you joining in. Sai was hoping one day to figure out how to get on the show. Would have been incredible. So sad for everyone. Maybe a streaming service. We hope they do. I mean, last year they replayed all the older episodes on the show, on Pluto and some other networks. I'd love to, of course, that's past episodes. I'd love to see a way to get new. Obviously, even if a streaming service picks up new episodes, they have to have a budget to make the show. So there's more to it than re-airing, I guess, is my point. What's Dave Castle saying now? Oh, I know, we're all crying waterfalls. And it was a fun ride, Lisa and Carol. It was, besides a fun ride, how many people that are joining just in here, and it's not even everybody, by the way, we got a lot of people joining in here right at dinner time, have become friends because of a TV show. I mean, that's really, really impressive. And it speaks a lot about what the show has meant to people over the years and what it still means to people. So I do feel bad. It's a fun ride, but a lot of friendships do come out of the show. Ron, I guess we got to throw some humor in here too. At least there's no more pirate ships we have to build or look for. Although Brandon Brown from Candyland Christmas throws in an interesting question. So who's the final winner? What's the last trophy number? I can tell you that in 1 second. I should know it off the top of my heart, but I thought you were going down the line of there's never been this rematch episode, which maybe that's how it comes back, of all the best or all the ones who were close to get on. Let's see, but I got to look at my notes because it's been a while. I should know this. I memorized it last year. It's going to be obviously season 12, and it's going to be, here you go. The last winners of the Light Fight Trophy were the Loader family out of Plano, Texas, and that would be trophy number, you know what? I'm going to do it since we got time. I am going to go to my database. Bear with me. And I'm going to go to pull this up real quick. And I'm going to go to, my cat's trying to get into the door from upstairs. I don't want to let him down because I'll jump up here and mess up my computer. Let me tell you here in 1 second what the trophy number is. Although many of you might believe it, there are times when I'm getting ready for a class where I do memorize this stuff, but then I do forget it after a while. But if you wanted to know, again, the Loaders in 2025, season 13, episode 6, out of Plano, Texas, with their Elftown theme, won trophy number 90. Trophy number 90. There you go. Thanks for challenging me. All right. Sorry, I'm looking away here. You caught me off guard there. Oh, what's everybody else want to share? What's Fred saying? You can probably find it at xmasminis.com. I don't know if that's a date you're looking for. Can't find my data there. I'm the keeper of the library. By the way, I'm still going to fill up this red book with facts and statistics. So who else do we got? We got Doug Rolls joining. Oh, where's the New York mini? It is in the Buffalo area. That's what he's talking about. Go to xmasminis.com and you'll find it up there. What's Lights on Trotters? Aaron saying, where you know each other's because of the show. Yeah, that's really true. A lot of people have gotten to know each other because of the Great Christmas Light Fight. And I hope to still get to know people just from going to minis and to other shows. So we'll see what happens there. What else do we got? What's Brandon saying again? Hopefully I didn't pop this up before. Thanks for doing this. Your comments are going crazy. We all appreciate what you're doing for the Like Me. Hey, thank you, Brandon. Like I said, this is just a hobby for me. I really, really have loved the show since the beginning. And it took me up until season 11 to even think about applying for it because, like many, wasn't confident enough if I could get on the show, how I'd perform in the show, if I could be on TV. And by talking to a lot of people in the community, like many of you reach out to me now, it's been a pleasure to meet people because of a TV show. And Brandon, I know we're going to get to hang out again. You've been here. You've been to the library. You've held the trophy. And you're going to be at the Mini at Sea. So still check that out, the Mini at Sea. What do we got here? Monty's joining. Monty's been on the show a couple times. Maybe another network will do something. We hope so. We know HGTV put out a show last year. It was good. It had some great segments. It had some past light fighters on it, but it wasn't a show fully highlighted on the display. It was more about the backside collecting and over collecting. Even if it's not a competition show, it'd be cool to have a show that highlights, even like TLC used to do, and some of those networks back in the day. Brad's saying something about the big does. I'm not sure, but I know Tony and that would be upset about the news as well. By the way, here's another thing Ron points out. But many who got on the show became businesses, and that's true. The show has really not only brought attention to a larger community for a light display, it's brought attention to hobbyists who now help other hobbyists through businesses that were fostered by Light Fight. There's many of them out there, Ron included, Matt Toast, David Peace, probably several others that I'm drawing off a blank right now. And Light Fight helped precipitate that. Got another Floridian joining. We got Calvin Slater joining us. Memories Forever. You were on, for you, it was one of those few where you got to do a whole neighborhood. You got to share your neighborhood with the world on ABC, on the Great Christmas Light Fight. And how cool is that? And I'm glad to see you at Minis. Again, go to Minis, go to these events. What else do we got? I'm sure there's more comments in here. Oh, we got Charlie joining us, Charlie Byers, who's going to be again right here next to me in a couple days. Don't get your flight canceled this time like last year. Well, actually, you got called into work last minute. We're going to have a good time. And we'll talk about this, but we're going to talk about the East Coast Christmas show and the East Coast Halloween show. And we're going to see plenty of past Light Fighters, plenty of vendors who were on Light Fight, plenty other enthusiasts. And Michael Byers will give you the spooky and shiny side of the show. By the way, those were asking about the New York Mini coming up at the end of May, Niagara Falls, New York. Check it out on xmasminis.com or just search it for it on Facebook. What's Brandon Brown saying from Candyland? It's going to see somebody this year. I might have missed it in the chats. What do we got? Somebody needs to do their own class. Well, I do a class, and I still plan on doing a class. And it could, what I've done with my class lately is I'm trying to retheme it more of a, if you want to be on TV, whether it's local, national, or you just want a TV quality display, I'm using my experience and knowledge of everybody's past displays, all these 90 trophy winners and other families that have been on the show, to help others that just want to or aspire to have a show that's good enough for TV, even if it's not on the show. So there's ways to rebrand, if you will. I'm still going to wear this shirt and this hat. Oh, who else do we got joining us? Anybody new? Oh, I am the voice for the Great Christmas Light Fight, but this guy is the voice of the Great Christmas Light Fight. Brian Fairley joining us. I interviewed Brian. Go back and watch my past episode where I've interviewed Brian Fairley, the voice of the Great Christmas Light Fight and the Halloween Fright Fight. And he feels like the cast of the brains. The first he's hearing of this. So I'm sorry if we broke news. I'm not taking anything secret, by the way. If Felicia's watching again, sorry you're seeing it this way. I do want to call you back. I hope you won't be mad at me, but stuff's leaking. It's posting out there. Emails are going around. It's public knowledge now. So, but it shows how many people love your show and want to talk about it. And it is a good run. And Brian, thank you for joining in. I'm glad we got to interview, and we really do appreciate your voice. Matter of fact, why not do this? Let's have some fun here. Watch this.
The Great Christmas Light Fight is on!
I might be having internet issues, which is odd because I just upgraded to 1 gig internet service. I got to try this again.
The Great Christmas Light Fight is on!
There we go. That was Brian that we just talked to. All right. Charlie's going to be in Philly and the Expo, and he'll be in my basement. Even TMZ has the story now. Thank you for your service, Brian Fairley. Brian, if you haven't seen Charlie Byers show, Christmas on Crestline, Google it. He's one of the inspirations of my YouTube show, and does a Christmas all year long. What do we got here? Maybe we can get Brian for the FAA. Oh, to voice over the voiceover. Hey, he might want to help. What's Michelle doing here? Michelle's never held one by choice. I don't know if that's a mini. I might have missed it. Maybe I should share the comments live up here instead of scrolling through. But hey, we got people engaging. The news does stink. It does stink. By the way, Brad says, if you hold a trophy before it's your own, it was told it was bad luck. I don't know if that's true. I did the same thing. Gene Scott, he was so close to making it. Keep trying. Maybe it'll come back. Hey, here's another past friend I made on the show. Brandon Gress from season 5 had Carter as a judge. Yeah, bring back TLC's Invasion of the Christmas Light. By the way, if you don't know Brandon Gress, he's been on Light Fight. He's been on Hoarding for the Holidays. He's been on like 3 other shows. We love you, Brandon. Oh, by the way, I get to see him at like the blow mold auction that comes every year where the guy goes crazy. Go watch my High Bidder episode where I featured the Jones auction house, people bidding for blow molds. You'll see Brandon in there getting his cash taken. Thanks for joining, Brandon. And I've been to Brandon's display, by the way. By the way, Brandon, I don't know if you know this, we have something in common with our display. So when Carter was at your display, if you go back and watch your episode, you had the Empire blow mold train with the tender car, and you could see Carter steps on the cord and the train goes dark briefly, and then it comes back on. Believe it or not, in my episodes, you don't see it. Maybe Tanya also stepped on a cord on ours, and I can't remember if it was the tender car or the train itself went out. So, fun fact. What else do we got? Maybe Hulu or Spaces and Places. Maybe. Again, we need, Netflix has got some cash, man. They could come up with a new version of the show that I think would be cool, or keep it as is. Hey, speaking of HGTV fame, since we had Brandon, we might as well have Nick Antidormi on. Did they end the Light Fight? You're late to the news, Nick. The news is out there, yes. At least for season 14. We're being hopeful. Joseph Gonzalez joining again. Last year, they canceled the Christmas Cookie Challenge on Food Network, and now this. Oh, it's not a show I watch, but I've heard of it. Brandon saying there's a lot of Brandons out there. Who else do we got here? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, when they stepped on your train cord. Yep. It happens. Stuff happens on Light Fight. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, folks. I am getting to the end here. Any last comments folks want to get in? I always thought this news was coming soon. I was being hopeful. Like I said, it's very rare for a show to run as many seasons as it did. I still don't know what the replacement is at Christmas time. I joked with somebody that was sending me a message earlier. I said, I guess we're going to have the new series issue will be It's an AI Christmas, and everybody will be faking it. Don't know. It's possible, but I like what Ron Howard's saying. And it was the theme of the Florida Mega Mini. You got to believe. You got to believe it's going to come back, or something new and exciting will come along, although I really want Light Fight to stay. What's Brandon saying now? There is a correlation between Brandon and Christmas obsessions. Oh, yeah, there seems to be. Seems to be. This is a good one. Fred wants to see the Battle of the Blow Molds. I used to be in the running there, but, Peckville Christmas House and Brandon, they got like 3 times as me now because I ran out of storage. Giotano, Charlie likes your style. He likes your style. Speaking of style, Charlie, make sure you bring your uniform for next week when we're right here talking to each other. We're going to try to go live as well from the East Coast show. Got to figure out logistics, internet at the Steel Building, and also got to make sure that the show people, Rich and Jen, and that don't have any issues with doing something live from there. They shouldn't. It's a convention. People are walking around with cameras, filming. I think people have been live before. We'll see. I'm drinking my tears. Kimberly Michael, the librarian's biggest supporter, she's so sad she's taking a nap. She had to cry it off. Oh, what else do we got here? Now Nick wants to see a Hoarding for the Holidays on ABC now. Be interesting. Maybe they could trade shows. See what happens. Giatano saying, I really appreciate doing this show for us. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. And, you know, again, I do this as a hobby. I do it, again, it started as a love for Light Fight, but it's more than that. If you go back and watch most of my episodes, they're not really about Light Fight. I incorporate fun facts from Light Fight that are relevant. And I do hope to keep Light Fight alive should it never come back. And I still think there's a place for that, even at minis and so forth. What's this here? The librarian needs to hit the road and go judge displays this year. I kind of did that last year. I'm going to need a GoFundMe, or I'll need to get monetized here. I need to get more subscribers. I'm not there. I need to retire. Oh, what else do we got? Brad saying hi to AJ Rochester. I don't think she joined in here. Maybe did I miss something? Or he's just calling saying hi. And again, AJ, thank you. You've been a great friend. You've been on my show with the whole casting team. There's a lot of great knowledge on the channel. Go back and watch some of the episodes. Even if the show doesn't come back, there's still a lot of things that can help you with your display and make it a Light Fight ready type of display. Who does? I just thought I saw somebody else new here. Where did I go? Forgive me, I'm scrolling here. Again, this was totally unplanned. A couple more new ones. Good question. Does Tanya and Carter know yet? Well, you know, they all watched The Librarian, right? So they found out somehow. Yeah, not. Although, if you do follow Tanya Nyack on Facebook, go to her page, and she made a post about her new series that she's on, Rock the Block, and it aired on yesterday, or yeah, let's say Monday, yesterday, or Sunday, whatever. And I commented like, "Hey, we're watching," and I posted a caricature I made of her, and she liked it and commented back and said it was awesome. Don't believe me? Go check it out. Come on, go like Tanya. I wonder if Carter would do that, because I have one of him too. Maybe I'll post it on his page. Charlie says his uniform is packed. Hey, if you're at the East Coast Christmas show or Halloween show, Charlie just might, and I'm putting it on the spot, he just might have some HO3 hats to give away if you don't have one yet. What do we got here? Start a GoFundMe for Brian to start traveling. Light Fight judging. There we go. Oh no, here's another guy we got joining. Henry Swenson. That was on my segment. The Giant Pumpkin has a great weather channel. And hey, fun fact, if you are friends with Henry Swenson and his weather channel up in Massachusetts area, Henry is down in Louisiana now, or was, at the NASA facility where they're doing more Artemis development. He was invited, I think, out of 20 content creators. He was selected to go down and tour the facility and get to see some behind the scenes stuff. So he's posted some of that stuff on his page. Go check it out. What else do I need? I need a breaking news overlay. I have one. I played it at the beginning. I'll play it at the end if you want. Light Fighters are awesome. Cast, crew, and contestants. They are. They really are. Bear with me. I'm checking before I end this thing shortly. I'm just checking in messages to see if anybody's sending me. Nope, it's not Felicia. She didn't call me back. I'm going to call her. And then if I have a good update, I'll get back to you. What's Charlie saying again? FFA has a ton of pressure now. Yeah, the FFA does now that there's no show to have contestant winners. All right, folks. I'll gladly sit here and talk more and weep with you. I just recently deleted a lot of the media assets out of my StreamYard. I would play a holiday promo just to get you back in the mood of what's happened on Light Fight, but I don't have any uploaded to my stream, and it's a new laptop, so I would have to go download it. But you know, I could do that while we're waiting. But hey, this is Brian Michael, the librarian, your resource for everything related to more than the Great Christmas Light Fight. Maybe that's how I changed my tagline. And I wish I had better news for you. We'll learn more about this. We'll try to find out what else it means. Is it permanent? We'll try to see if we can get somebody from the staff on to talk. Again, I'll call Felicia. It's probably just not appropriate for me to call her here and put her on the spot. And we'll figure this out. We'll start a petition. That is a legit path to trying to get the show back. And folks, tune in. I don't know the time. I put a post out there for Charlie and I's live stream from this weekend's East Coast Christmas show. Charlie gets in Friday, pending no delays. We have a dinner with a group of lighting folks and vendors that we're joining. Then there's after stuff. The main show starts Saturday. So we're going to start early. Charlie doesn't know this yet, but it starts early. We'll go in there and I'm going to say, Charlie, let's go back to my house because Mrs. Librarian is going to sleep in for the beginning of the Haunters Convention and the Christmas show. We'll come back here. We'll pop in and do a live. I put 4 o'clock, but it could happen earlier, could happen later, could happen Friday night for all I know. Join us when you see us go live. The way you'll know if we go on early or late and not at 4 o'clock like I posted is hit the notifications bell on YouTube so you know when I go live. And we'll be doing that. We check on the final comments here and we'll wrap things up shortly. I do got, hey, I got Jeff Garvis joining us from the Ohio Mini. I'm the historian. Yeah, there you go. I'm not only the librarian, I'm the historian. And I am. That's really what I am. And hey, go to the Ohio Mini. I'm planning on being there. I'm going to see this guy. He's a local. He's been trying to get on Light Fight. Chuck Jones. He was working, I think, with Jamie. Oh, we got Michael Arroyo. I know I've seen him around. We just recently became friends on Facebook, but he's sad. And the reason I friended you, Michael, is I think I remember, I don't know if it was Planet Christmas or other. We've been in groups together. And when I saw your name pop up, you might know this person, I was like, gotta know him. He knows a lot of the people I know. But thank you for joining. We got sponsors here. We need sponsors, according to Steve. And look at this. We love you, Brian. Yeah, we're going to see the Lunars Friday. And going to see a lot of people on Friday, Saturday. Maybe sooner. Some of them get into town. What was Steven saying again? Stay strong. It's Christmas community. Yeah, so Christmas community. There's other outlets. Go to Christmas Yard Decorations. That's the site that Steven moderates. Griswold Richburg, if you don't know what I mean by Steven. And Christmas all year long. He highlights a house every week. You get to vote which house it is, kind of like a judging. And maybe your house gets picked as the house of the week. We share DIY stuff. We share what we're doing. It's a great community. He shares my live streams. I appreciate that. And yeah, that's what we got. All right, folks, again, the journal will not end. We'll try to get the show back on. We're going to try to get a petition started. We'll try to get it around in the lighting communities at the minis. Although I hate to say it, there are some people that really don't care for Light Fight, but hopefully they'll sign a petition as a lighting enthusiast to try to get the show back on the air. I wish I had better breaking news, folks. I really do. But we're going to have fun this weekend. So if you want to smile, and if I get an update, I'll try Felicia again, see if she takes my call. We'll give you an update when we have the East Coast Michael Byers show happening. I hope you join in. It's fun. We're just talking about lights. We're going to talk about Halloween. We're going to talk about Christmas. We're going to talk about who we saw. We're going to give you a chance to get comments in. If we could do it live from the venue, my plan is for me to man the station here and send Charlie on the road around the vendor booths. If we can do that and the technology works, it's going to be cool. We made it work at some of the minis this past year where I had multiple cameras. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. We did it when I did my OK Texas Xmas tour last year. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. Go back and watch the old episodes. Cheer yourself up. Or if you're like me, you have a lot of episodes of Light Fight DVR'd and might be doing that tonight. And usually a dry night, might need a beverage. We'll try not. But if we do, we'll drink it out of the Light Fight cup. All right, folks, if I missed any of your comments, I apologize. They'll be in the YouTube section on the replay. They'll be on the Facebook feeds. I'll try to respond to some of them. Or if you missed it and you're watching as a replay, please let us know what you think. And we hope better news comes in the future. Watch for me on Saturday. Watch for Charlie Byers on Saturday. And again, I'm Brian Michael, your librarian, your great Christmas Light Fight resource. And thank you for tuning in. And as Mrs. Librarian said, my new tagline as I close out is, the library is closed.